Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Osborne Motors Endurance Challenge Season 10, week number 2, and we are in the booth with none other than Chris Kraus. You love to hear it. You'd love to hear it from Chris Kraus. It was a great intro. He was ready. He was on the ball. He was prepared. And that's the kind of excellence we look for as we're here at the Pocono Legacy Road Course. There's an OMEC GTP car of Patrick Cantrell going off the track, doing a little bit of off-roading. We have quite the track tonight. For those who don't know about the Pocono Legacy Road Course, it's beautiful. We're going to go on board Tony Caicedo out here in this 30 minutes of open qualifying. He's currently P1 in the GTP class. We're gonna see a wonderful lap of this track until our co-broadcaster Chris Kraus decides to do his job. We're coming across the start finish straight, doing a little bit of weaving. He's gonna come in to P. My mic is echoing. Why is my mic echoing? What do you mean, bucko? Anyways, we're back. Chris Kraus is still deafened. Our mic echoing issues are fixed. We're still on board with Tony Caicedo. We are once again coming down the start-finish line. Coming in turn 1, there's GTP in front of him is going to give way. It looks like he is on a flyer. We're coming into turn 1, which is just a pretty narrow, bumpy hairpin coming through turn 2, the next hairpin. Real tight, real narrow infield coming into turn 3. A nice little strip of concrete there. Everyone loves it. Got a little bit of a straight. They come into this kind of blind-looking hairpin, turn 4. And no braking markers, no reference points on the side of the track. You don't need any of that. Then we're going to go to turn 5, which is going to put you back on the oval section. Do a little bit off-roading, let the back end kick out, almost take out your fellow GTP driver behind you. Here comes Patrick Cantrell. Just gonna peace out, not gonna do it. That's okay, it happens to the best of us. R.I.P. Tony. We're gonna go on board Patrick Cantrell. After you get around that midfield section, you're on the back straight for this
Marcus?
chicane. Hi, Chris Kraus. Yeah, I can hear you now, buddy. We're watching Patrick Cantrell go through chicane. Almost loses it. Back end is getting a little loose. Chris Kraus, hello. He's deafened again. He's figuring it out.
Marcus?
Hello?
Dude, I can't hear you. I think I see you're talking.
That's pretty rough. You know, he may get it figured out. We're not sure. I do need to stream this for Chris Kraus.
Hello?
Hello. He can't hear me. R.I.P. buddy. Oh wait,
Hello?
he's messaging me.
I still can't hear you.
Restart your stuff, buddy.
Oh, there you are. Finally.
What'd you say?
I said, there you are, finally.
Oh, okay, we're good. We're good.
I had to like refresh the browser a few minutes ago. It was weird.
You're on a browser?
Dude, yeah, I'm on my laptop. My laptop's like 5 years old. And for some reason Discord, like the app doesn't want to open on it anymore. I mean, there's even a chance that like my it's gonna crash.
That's okay. You can hop in and out. You're broadcasting from the bunker. It's okay. Technology's not as good down there. Everything's gonna be okay. What's not gonna be okay is the GTP drivers in this race. Tony Caicedo was on P1. He lost it by 0.02 of a second, and his back end is all over the place. Have you ever driven this track, Chris Kraus?
I don't even own it, dude.
We watched an onboard of a GTP driver, and it looks pretty terrible.
This looks like a lot of fun. I'm actually really jealous of this.
It's a fun track to hot lap. I bought it a long time ago, just a hot lap.
Yeah.
I don't know about GTPs and GT3s. Everyone who showed up tonight to race with us, you guys are troopers. You guys are the true OMEC fans. Everyone else is just a fair weather fan. Everyone who's not racing here because they didn't want to race in this track, I'm calling you out.
We still got plenty. Don't they still have like 5 minutes of practice, don't they? Or
well, no, I'm not commenting on current numbers. I'm just saying. The people who do show up, you get a thumbs up from Chris Kraus, and that's worth $1 million.
That's worth something nowadays.
That is.
I tell you. No, I think it's really cool. I honestly think we picked a very unique schedule. I know a lot of people are complaining about the tracks we picked, but like, dude, I've never raced this track before. Like, what's wrong with a little, spice? What's wrong with a little spiciness in your life?
Not everyone likes the spice.
Everyone, dude, that's like.
Some people think black pepper is spicy. They exist.
Yeah, they also think ranch is too much flavor.
Yeah, see? This is like Pocono Legacy Road Course is like a ghost pepper.
I guess.
People thought Knock Hill was bad. That is a pretty.
We're not doing Knock Hill.
I mean, that is a pretty narrow infield. You gotta admit.
Oh yeah, it's tight. That was super tight. Don't get me wrong.
Rough.
Like it's gonna be single file going through there. But dude, what track? Give me one track where there's not a tight section there. That's not like if that's just not a straight up oval or straight up oval. Straight up oval. Right? Like every track. No, I still think that there's sections of that track where the GTPs have to be behind the GT3s.
Watkins Glen.
Okay, that's the exception. I actually think you're right about that. I think Watkins Glen is probably the only track where there's a passing opportunity.
I'm gonna say every F1 Tilkedrome track, not just F1 track, but the Tilkedromes.
Isn't Hungaroring?
Yeah, your Hungaroring, your Coda.
No, Hungaroring is tight, man.
It's wide as hell. Sections... Turn 1 can fit like 47 cars side by side.
For sure, but like, there's also turn 1, or there's also that really fast left-hand little kink.
I suppose.
Where you have to go single file, and then I would say like second and third. Oh. Oops.
There goes Tyler Roberts, the namesake of the thumbnail. Couldn't hold up to the pressure. We're on board with Tyler Watts, newcomer to the league. kind of newcomer. He's like you. He's the prodigal son. He has returned.
Yeah, he's returned.
And he's here to show everyone what he's got. He's currently 11th. He chose the Corvette, which I love, but I don't think he knew that it liked to do that.
So bad.
But I did say run a high downforce setup.
Yeah, you have to in this car.
I think it's
but
the,
you also
I think it's the key for this track. Because then you can blow through the infield and no one can pass you on anyways, but you can get a much better exit on that straight.
Yeah. And really, realistically, it doesn't look like the oval part of this track is that long.
No,
you're not
barely on it.
That much. Yeah. It's not like Daytona.
It's not like Daytona. There is a lot less GTBs showing up to this track. I feel like we had more than 9 last week.
I gotta be honest, I haven't really paid attention to OMEC yet.
Yeah, you weren't here. Devin was here.
Yeah.
Devin got me through it. We almost didn't make it.
Good to hear.
We're gonna pull him in. We're on board, Devin Adams.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Let's talk us through this lap.
You look great. You look great.
So you're gonna turn a little bit right here.
What's your strategy
We're still turning
for this chicane coming up here?
Fucking pray I don't overbrake and destroy my car. See, if you overbrake, I would have already killed those 2 GT3s.
You
can't have that.
You don't even get curbs. That's just grass.
Yep.
Have you ever driven on grass in a GTP?
Dude,
all the time.
This track is 15 years old. This track is at least 15 years old. Like, we didn't even have sausage curbs back then.
They had curbs 15 years ago.
Not sausage curbs, though.
15 years ago was like 2005, buddy.
Dude, it was like 2010.
Yeah, exactly. There was curbs.
And someone just almost took out Devin in the
All right,
back.
Devin, what's your strategy for these infield hairpins? How you feeling?
Pray.
What kind of setup are you running?
High downforce, maximum electronics.
Really?
TC all the way up.
We should have put some rain at this track.
No, this is good. See, Devin's doing the high downforce, but Devin is also qualifying last, so maybe high downforce isn't the play.
It's absolutely not the play. I'm just trying to survive and get a point for my team.
I think that's a valid strategy. Honestly, I think survival is.
Did you guys figure out your teammate sharing thing this week? Or
yeah, no. Charles is no longer on the team.
You guys didn't want to do like a 3-person team?
No.
A 3-way situation? Now, if Chris Kraus all of a sudden started driving, would you drop your current teammate for him? Oh, he's hesitating, Chris.
I'm okay with that.
I don't think Chris wants to be my teammate.
I'm not as fast as Devin.
I
like racing with you.
Did you hear the sadness in Devin's voice? He wants you as a teammate, but he's like, nah, I'm not good enough for him. He broke his heart. We're getting to the real root of some issues here at OMEC.
I thought you were asking Devin.
Stay at the track.
If you wanted him. I thought you were asking Devin.
I asked Devin if you came back, would he drop his current teammate, and he really had to think about it. That's what I'm saying.
And he didn't say yes.
He didn't say no right away, though. He wasn't like, no. He was thinking how to let down Luc Plesson.
I think
that's how you pronounce his name.
Devin and I would be pretty good in LMP2 together. But OMEC doesn't do LMP2.
We should do LMP2.
I mean, we might.
We should do LMP2 and TCRs.
We should do LMP2 and LMP3.
Ooh. That'd be fun.
Nobody would drive the P3.
Osborne Motors Prototype Challenge. OPEC. That's the oil company, but it could be us too.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Devin, I'm going to need you to put in a better time. You're 7/10 off the leader.
I used to work in a place that we called OPEC.
I don't know, man.
All right, good luck, Devin. OPEC is the oil petroleum exporting countries.
Yeah, but it's like Iran, Iraq. I know Brazil is on there.
You worked for OPEC?
Russia? I didn't work for no. It was something. It was a thing that I did
Oh.
in the Air Force.
I thought you were telling me
Like
you were a big oil guy
art.
for a second.
The room that I worked in was called OPEC.
Chris Kraus, big oil.
I always thought it was a little weird.
Nick Tyrrell's finally in the server. He finally got a lap time down. I was a little concerned.
He's probably starting last. Man, his car looks really loose. I'm gonna be honest.
Maybe that's how he likes it. We're enjoying space banjo music right now. I picked the weirdest music I could find for the weirdest track that we're racing on.
Awesome.
It's great.
Is this? There's a guy that I started following on Instagram that does like 1980s themed like.
Or is he the guy that's like the aliens have landed in West Virginia and they're not friendly?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, is that what this is?
It's pretty close.
But I mean, Pocono isn't Pocono in Pennsylvania?
I think it's in Florida. Is it Pennsylvania?
I'm gonna
The on iRacing, that background doesn't look very Floridian.
Blakesley, Pennsylvania.
All right, so yeah, it is Appalachian. That's good.
It's So it's a very appropriate music.
Tell me this is hold on. We're in the booth with Nate Sides at his home track. Nate Sides, how do you feel about racing at your home track tonight?
It's gonna be pretty wild, I believe.
Was the horse and buggy like tough? Was it tough to find a parking spot for him here, or are they pretty accommodating?
He lives on this.
There's plenty of grass around here for them to eat, so we just have them kind of like spread throughout the infield.
Fair, that's fair.
How many horses does it take to haul a GT3 car?
Oh, at least 7.
You go for the odd number.
Yeah, you gotta have one that's like the.
Gotta have the leader.
One that's the leader. Yeah, it's like Rudolph.
I didn't know that's how Amish did horses.
Or you could just have like 3 big horses, like Clydesdales.
Yeah, I was like, have you ever seen like I think it's called like draft racing or something? Have you ever heard of it?
Yes.
Of course he has.
Those
horses scare me.
Massive. They're the size of houses.
Yes.
Like,
and
huge.
They are bred to just want to pull shit around.
Oh, they do. They're insane. Draft horses are nuts. They sound like diesel Mack trucks. Like they just.
Yes.
Oh.
Would you rather own a draft horse or a blimp?
I would rather own a draft horse.
Oh, blimp all the way. I don't want to scoop horse shit.
Oh,
yeah, but you could ride it. You could ride around town. You can't ride around town in a blimp.
I could ride around town in a blimp.
You can really ride a draft horse, bud. Like
I would pay to see you riding around town in a blimp, honestly.
You're doing the splits if you're trying to ride a draft horse. I'm just saying, like they're wide.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
Straddling
so
a
blimp
horse
seems more comfortable. Blimp will have like a chair in it. The blimp doesn't shit.
But if I ever get
Smells
like
better, I
like
assume.
It gets
on Rum Spring, if I ever get my truck stuck, I can use my draft horse to pull it out. You know.
You don't think a blimp could pull out a truck?
No, I don't actually.
Like it could lift the truck in the air.
You think a blimp could lift a truck?
Yeah.
I don't know. How much could a blimp lift?
It depends how much fucking helium's in it, I guess, or whatever they have. I don't know. You better lock in though. You got to race.
Yeah, I gotta concentrate these first couple laps.
Do you want to go into focus or party, my guy?
The party's fun.
All right. Goodbye. I think a blimp could totally lift a truck.
Dude, apparently blimps are like pretty nuts. So like they can carry varying amounts.
Were you here? You weren't here for the blimp chat, were you?
No, I wasn't. But
yeah.
I know what we're referencing. But like, dude, 21 tons is what it says. 21 tons of cargo. There's one.
You could lift several trucks at least.
There was one that was made in 1996 that can carry 160 tons.
Well, yeah, they got to carry a lot of people.
The Hindenburg.
The Hindenburg was like a cruise ship.
Yeah, it could carry 242,000 pounds.
Yeah, get rid of trucks. We just go back to blimps.
Yep.
Look at that Chevy Silverado almost taking up the entire track. Especially right there on that corner. That gets narrow.
It'd be rough. Ah, man.
almost
So
got
yeah,
rear-ended.
Pocono Raceway. Tri-oval, located in Pennsylvania. It only cost $6 million to construct it back in the 60s.
I believe it.
That's pretty great. That's pretty crazy.
If this modeling is accurate, there's not much going on here.
Yeah, there's not a lot of banking.
The asphalt looks pretty shitty.
Oh.
It's pretty rough to drive a GTP car on IRL.
It's almost like we picked like a legacy track. Have you ever driven like the Legacy Daytona in iRacing?
No.
Dude,
Should've
there's
done
like a 2008 Daytona track, and it's so bumpy, and there's like no brake markers or anything either. It's awful.
Just like this track. We should do the tech track next season. The New Jersey Motorsports.
And JMP.
Have you seen that one? It's
I've
not
never-
legacy. It's just straight up not finished. So there's like no
Right.
art or anything. Yeah.
I've never seen it in iRacing. I'll be honest.
Long Beach used to be a tech track. This is a pretty short pace lap for a full pace lap. It's kind of a short track.
It's only 2.5 miles.
Yeah, not as long as Daytona. We got two people up front. We got Caicedo and Hayes on the front line of the GTP. And we're going to keep an eye on them as they go green because there's probably going to be something spicy. We got Hayes, Caicedo, Sides and Cantrell, Olsen and Terrell, Achini and Caedo, and Merrill and Devin Adams bringing up the rear in the GTP field. Back in the GT3 class, you got your main man, Justin Hall, P1 as usual. Gonna see if William Lemaster can give him a little bit of a challenge. Paroque and Saba. I know Saba. Paroque's a new name. Tyler Watts down there in the back as well. We got a grid. We had a grid of 29 people. 3 people are not starting. We'll see if they're starting from the pits or what's going on. We haven't missed the green flag yet. The Silverado is pulling into the pit lane. By the way, the pit exit just merges directly into turn 1, so that'll be some interesting pit stops.
That'll be great.
It's going to be fantastic. There's a lot of people showing up to
How
this
many
OMEC
stops?
race tonight.
Is this going to be a 2-stopper?
Oh, yeah.
So?
And there goes the green flag. GTPs are off. Sides gets a heck of a run up into the back of Kevin Hayes. We're going to be going into this infield portion. Caicedo and Hayes side by side. Hayes not giving it up. Caicedo loses it a little bit. And here they're lining up single file. Not a lot of action. I thought there'd be more fighting. We got some crashes in the back, or it's just people
through
going
a parking
slow.
lot now.
Well, Caicedo and Hayes are still side by side, coming up to the last hairpin. Before we get on the back straight, Caicedo keeps sticking it too wide, but he just doesn't have the speed. Looks go, puts his nose on the outside. A little clustered up. Sides goes ahead and just kind of takes him out there. Not sure what happened. That's got everyone bunched up, and now we got the GT3 people coming through the GTP field. We got, there goes Caicedo. Sides looks like is stuck behind that GT3. They're coming side by side through the slower traffic down into the chicane. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. Oh, that's no, that's Caicedo and Caedo. Caicedo goes wide. Caicedo is all flustered.
No!
Caicedo,
What is he doing?
he just needs to
He's gotta breathe.
sit in the back, take a breath.
Yeah.
It's because we talk about him before every race, saying he's gonna send it, and he ends up doing it.
Do you want to bring him into our chat?
No, we're gonna let him breathe so he doesn't take out Kelvin.
We're gonna let Bert. You don't think it'd be fun to keep messages?
No, I don't. I think. Oh, we got. I believe that is Nate Sides off the track on the infield. Overshot that first hairpin. Caicedo could be coming back looking for blood if he can get around Kelvin. We're yet to find out. I think there was some action in the GT3 field, but we can go back and take a look at that. Right now, we're keeping an eye on Tony. We're keeping an eye on Tony, picking his way back through. Can't quite get around on the infield. We'll see if he gets a good exit. He's going to send it up the inside and put the power down, coming down the back straight. That's going to get him around Kelvin. I can never remember if it's Kelvin or Kevin. It's Kelvin.
Kelvin Collado. Collado?
Like the unit of temperature.
Yeah.
Kelvin sticks his nose on the inside, thinking about it, doesn't get it done. Tony stays on track that time. He is 1.7 seconds off the back of sides. We got some positions switching between LeMaster and we got Brody Wallace. He foretold the future and the prophecy, he said in the Discord. Just kind of doing that. You know, I respect it. Oh, you can face those cones. They're not even real. That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Makes you wonder.
Makes you wonder what's real. Let's see what happened with Devin Adams getting caught up in that crash with Tony Caicedo. Part of the Prestige Motorsports racing team. Mystery. Did he just netcode?
I don't. There's no.
Hold on. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. No. Okay, we're back.
You restarted the race.
We're back. Devin Adams. Yeah, that's weird.
I think it was just, cold tires, just
nobody slingshotted forward. Look at it. Oh, look. Watch how the car moves.
Oh, yes.
It's like he's hooked up to a bungee cord and he just gets pulled forward.
Right.
That was Kelvin. That was not. No. Yeah, that was Kelvin. Kelvin and Nick are teammates. I know that now. Nate Sides got the pass down on Devin Adams for P7 coming down the start finish straight. We'll see if Devin Adams had any fight in him. He didn't. He's got that high downforce.
Are you on replay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you punt someone?
Nope. That would have been Nate Sides.
Nate Sides did get into the back of Caicedo. How's the start of that race? What'd you think?
It's very boring.
You thought it was boring? It was a crash on the first lap.
Yeah, this track isn't exactly top tier.
You know, you don't have to race with us.
You know, you're right.
Get him out of here.
You know, we got your teammate in the GT3 class, Luc Poisson.
Goodbye, Devin.
He's got Perot behind him, Evers behind him, and Roberts blinking in and out of existence back there. Or I believe is that Joe Evers? Nope. Yeah, it is Joe Evers. Messes me up because he's not in Porsche.
We don't have an OMEC, just Porsche GT3 field this season.
No.
Who is blinking? Who is that though?
Tyler Roberts.
Is that Tyler?
Yeah. That's Tyler Roberts.
Tyler, fix your internet, bud. I love that. Have you ever been in a race on iRacing and someone's like, "Yo, dude, you're blinking," and you're like, "Dude, what am I supposed to do? I'm in the middle of a race."
Yeah, let me go fix my internet real quick.
I love that.
Well, wasn't that thing in the latest update where it's like if your internet blinks too many times, they'll kick you now.
Yeah, you'll get a special flag.
Yeah. Let's see if this crash from Charles Rhodes. Here's the sauce on the chrome Porsche. Is he actually gonna crash or just go through the cones? Just
I love that the cones don't exist.
Gave up.
He just parked it though.
He did jump to the pit eventually.
What the heck? Well, did you notice that his car went left into the wall? Do you think he had...
I don't know.
Charles, do you have damage?
What happened, buddy?
So, I gotta break realism here to explain this. My internet just glitched and my computer froze for literally a half a second. All I could hear was audio, and I was like, "Fuck!" I'm basically blind at this point. I'm blind at this point. All I could, and so I just stopped and then reset, so I didn't kill anybody. Oh my God!
We appreciate your safety measures.
but like that just ruined my race, and now everything's working again.
Listen,
like,
you
of course,
got
after
you
I
got a
reset-
long race, buddy.
And you
I
got
don't know,
you got
man.
We're
you got a
7
potential-
minutes
you got a
from
potential-
we're 7 minutes into an hour and a half race. You got this.
There's
But
always
like I wasn't even able to get my normal regimen in because this isn't AI enabled, so I don't really have my line down. I don't know.
Charles, I just want you to know, as you've been talking, we've watched 2 separate GT3 crashes on the broadcast.
Oh my god.
And so the
Wait.
audience doesn't want to hear this quitter talk. They want you to get back on the proverbial
second.
blimp.
Where are all the cars down? On my screen, every single GT3 driver has now just disappeared from the grid.
Oh, dude, your internet might be like
Yeah. Oh, didn't you switch to like cell phone internet?
T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Oh, now they're back. Yeah, I got the T-Mobile home Wi-Fi.
Oh, my guy.
Well, there's another GT3 crash. Like, if you just get back in the race, this little field back here, like 11th to 15th, we're having some. They're getting scrappy.
Yeah, someone just stopped on the track there.
Yeah. There's options. I mean, Justin Hall is running away with it as usual. We already knew that was going to happen. We do got a battle between Saba and LeMaster.
Honestly, no, my Wi-Fi is... Cause every single time I go to spectate one of these guys, they disappear after 320.
Have you restarted your Wi-Fi recently?
I did. I restarted it before this race. Hold on, let's do a Wi-Fi test on the broadcast right here.
This is the content people pay for. While you're doing that, we got Andre Saba. He is hunting down LeMaster. We got Joe Evers still all over the back of Luc Plasson. That's how you pronounce his name, Chris.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell me I'm wrong.
Everything's running,
Don't tell me I'm wrong.
Everything's running fine. We're at 100. Oh wait, it's going down now.
What's your ping, buddy?
The ping is 29. Oh wait, no, but now iRacing's giving me a latency.
Well, yeah, because you're
warning.
running a
Second
speed
loss.
test while you're playing iRacing. It's gonna like get a little funky,
Correct.
buddy.
Charles, get back on the horse.
Yeah, Charles.
Get out there again.
Get back in the blimp. I believe in you. Now,
Yeah, dude.
listen, we're on board Carson Path and the prodigal son number 2, Tyler Watts. We're not on board Tyler Watts, but Carson Path is chasing him down. I'm doing my due diligence tonight, Chris. I'm looking through, trying to find the close battles, and
Oh,
not
no, I
just
get it,
ignore
man.
everyone.
Man.
You got look at that
Those
debris
haircuts are
kicking
tough.
up. That was beautiful. Yeah, you gotta like cut through the dirt.
Yeah.
Carson Path looks like he pitted on lap 0 for some reason. Good to see.
Maybe he started from the pits.
He's got Wesley Waddell 1.1 seconds behind him. I don't know why I put a twang on that last name, but I feel like you have to. Whoa, Carson Path getting into the bumper. Tyler Watts holding him off. Here is the line. Tyler Watts going to go down, take that defensive line. He's going to make Carson Path come around the outside. We're going to see if he's going to hold that inside coming into turn 1.
I feel like Carson's past car had like 10 more horsepower than the Corvette.
Well, I mean, if you're running high downforce setup, you could be slower.
Yeah.
This is Carson
I didn't
Path,
think-
Tyler
I didn't
Watts
think-
side by side coming into the infield. This tricky turn 1. We're on board Tyler Watts. See if he can hold his position.
Oh man,
They-
that's terrible.
Oh,
That is not something that you
did
want
you
to
see that?
see
That
there.
view of the bumper.
That's
He's right
great.
there. Carson
Love
Path.
it.
Carson Path's gonna go.
You're definitely
Oh,
rubbing.
oh my God. Oh my
They are
God.
trading blows
They're
back
doing
and
it.
forth.
He's not letting up easy. This is his first
Hey,
race.
racing
This
comes
is his first race back at OMEC in a good amount of years. He's fighting for the top 10 position. Carson Path, I think cooks it a little too much into that corner.
I don't know.
Watts
the
looking
Porsche
a
looks
little-
able to hold out.
He does.
don't
Watts
think
looking a little more
all that
composed, but the Porsche has, it's got that exit, got that cheat code exit speed. But I don't think it's helping him. They got a GTP coming on the left side, had to
Doing
cut
crazy
through.
stuff.
Whew. He's got a lot to deal with this race. Hard on the brakes, looking at that rear end him. You can see that rear end of the Corvette getting a little spicy. Saw him at the wheel a little bit coming in there. That's gonna lose him some time. I think that's gonna be what Carson Path needs to get away. We got another GTP driver making his way through. I think this might be it, unless he can get a better run through the infield. We're going to go on board one more lap. These are some short laps. This is spicy. I think that's the most action we've ever caught on a broadcast.
This is great. Oh, man, see? But look at that. Look at, now he's like sniffing at his bumper again.
Yeah.
Overtook that turn a little bit. It's all right, Tyler.
And he's got a McLaren Wesley Waddell right up the back of him. 3/10 off him. Watts is 3/10 for the Porsche. Waddell's 3/10. There is that back end of the Corvette coming around. Every time he gets on the brakes, you can see he's just having to get that back end tamed in, which is just going to keep heating up those tires and probably make it worse.
Still don't understand why you like the Corvette so much.
It's just so satisfying to drive. I don't know. Like before you cook the tires, like the first 3 laps are fantastic. The nose just turns in. It's because it drives like the Ferrari. Oh, there it is. You gotta, yeah. That's it. You know, he put in a good effort. Proud of you, Tyler Watts.
All right.
If he was in the party chat, we'd bring him in, but he's focused. He's losing some positions. That was a good battle, though. I'm proud of us, Chris. That was like...
Dude, I would be. I would be stoked. That was great. I bet we're still going to have a really good battle. Honestly, like, the GT3 field really isn't that spread out.
It's not. What is this camera angle? Fuck, that was rough.
Yeah.
He did lose a couple positions there with that mistake of the chicane. He's got Michael Doyen around him. Michael Doyen, no stranger to the GT3 racing. He's usually a top contender. He missed last week's race, so this is his first race in season 10. And what a first race to hop into.
Honestly, you can't, it's only going to go up from here. Schedule is fantastic this season.
That's true. We're gonna go on board with Nate Sides. It's looking like it was getting pretty close to Tyrrell up there. Who's Nate Sides' teammate? Tyrrell hitting the wall on the exit. That might hurt him if he hit it enough to do some kind of damage. The Sides is closing that gap quick. That Delta is counting down. It was 3/10 coming out of the chicane. It's down to 2/10 coming up to turn 1. I think he's probably going to play it a little safe. This is my thing, because we still got 2 pit stops. We know Nick Tyrrell is fuel saving the shit out of that car.
Nick Tyrrell and Kelvin Collado.
I knew that, but whose Sides? Whose Sides is teammate? Oh, it's Landon. It's always Landon. It's the bald and bearded racing. Landon's AWOL. Cantrell, who is fighting off Nick Tyrrell up there in P2. He's really starting to shine in the GTP cars. I think he avoided the prototypes for so long, but all of a sudden he's locked in.
He's a pretty consistent driver overall, man.
Why does it say Jesse Olsen's GTP? Did something happen to Jesse Olsen? Why is he in the back?
What do you...
Jesse Olsen did enter the pit lane. Did he just pit? Or he couldn't have already pit. What happened?
Maybe he had qualifying fuel on.
What a camera angle. That's just beautiful.
They're awful.
I love that. You can see everything so clearly. Parker Merrill passed Jesse Olsen, and then Jesse Olsen went off the track. Gonna be maybe some heated debate. There was Parker Merrill around him. Thought there was gonna be a crash there, but I don't think so. Jesse Olsen coming in turn 1. There they are. Parker Merrill side by side. Oh boy. Oh boy. And then there's
That
boy.
was...
Hold on, we got to do cock with you. I think this is a case of I bet Parker Merrill was there, but Jesse's nose was there, and he's like, "I'm here, buddy." Yeah, I mean, I don't know where he was. I don't know where he was supposed to go.
I don't think the infield is really where you want to be side by side. I think that's the problem.
Well,
I'm not blaming.
Regardless, you can't turn in when a car is there.
Irregardless.
I'm just saying there was
I hate the word.
it's a lot
I
of
hate the word ir. It doesn't exist.
whatever word you like to use, whatever word you identify as, Chris Kraus. I'm
It-
just
it
saying,
is-
if you
it
look
is
to the
tough.
left side of the track right now,
Yeah, like there's space for sure.
there's a lot of space. You could fit at least
Yeah.
a half a blimp over there.
I don't know about
That's a
that.
shame.
You could probably fit a draft horse. You could probably fit a draft horse over
You
there.
could probably fit several draft horses over there.
Probably one. I don't know about several.
We got to see what happened to our boy Cantrell.
Oh,
Just
oh,
ran
oh.
wide. Just ran wide. Does he keep it out of the wall? We were just talking about how he was
Out of the wall.
just being fantastic, and I mean, to be fair, he kept it out. That's like you could crash on this track, but there's a lot of room. Well, that is quite the shakeup. Was Devon's just out?
What happened? Where's he at?
Did he also leave the Discord?
Something happened, I think. He's not there. I don't see Devon.
Devon, you bitch, get in the booth right now.
You don't think that there's like a tornado or anything right now, do you?
Oh, I like how you immediately went to hope nothing bad happened to him, and I'm like, fucking Devon quit. I'm scrolling through to find it out.
Yeah, I don't see any issues with the weather.
You gotta see, where's the battles? Hold on. Path has made his way up to the back of, looks like, Marquez Ramos.
Mauricio Marquez Ramos.
We're gonna go on the gyro cam to see if he can make a pass. Doyen and Waddell behind him, Baker behind him, Tyler Watts.
That was a good. That was a really good. That was a really good chicane. It's too bad that he got.
That was. Who is in the Mustang? The Mustang must be a lap down, whoever is in front of him. I feel like I have a battle box thing.
Isn't the Mustang?
I do, look.
Not Tyler.
Look at that.
I don't see anything. I literally only see your iRacing.
Oh, you can't
screen.
see the overlay.
I can't see the overlays. It's really stupid.
I mean, I because the overlay is like a second app. But Carson Path trying to get around Ramos right now. I really like that people are sending it on this infield. That's what makes for good racing.
That was not a send. Is that what you said?
He's not a send. He's doing his best.
I thought you said you don't like how people are sending it. I was like, that wasn't a send.
No, I like the sends. Oh, there goes.
Ooh.
There goes the Mustang. Had to avoid that. Charles Rhodes still out there, 19th place. His comeback's ready. There could be a yellow flag. You know?
Yeah, there could be one of those, one of the horses gets.
It could happen. Carson Path messing up, trying to go. There's a pink Porsche behind him.
And
Carson Path messing up that entrance. Yeah. Looks like old Marquez Ramos, I think, definitely slower lap times, but all in all, much more consistent. Not taking the defensive line into turn one, surprisingly. Sticking to the outside. He's going to make Carson Path. Carson Path's going to stay in the draft, not make a move to the inside.
I feel like a wide line through this turn is the better one. I mean,
it is. Look at that. Yeah, you're right. That was beautiful. Oh my goodness. What a move.
I mean, it really helps him.
Oh, but then he fucks it up. This is it. See the consistency. Ramos is slower, obviously worse light in there, but if you follow that up with just immediately driving off the track in turn two, because that move into turn one was beautiful.
Car is much more stable. That's what I
Yeah. I love that you called that move into turn one though. He rocketed up the inside. Oh no, there goes Ramos! There goes Ramos back again loose. And he is gonna be passed by Path and Doyen. Oh my goodness, the battle of the century. But now we got Doyen all over the back of Carson Path. Doyen's gonna be looking to make a move. He is P7. wants to get, he's P8, wants to get that P7 from Carson Path. He's sticking his nose in there, acting like he's going to do something. Holds back at the chicane, doesn't dive in hard on the brakes. Looking for a better exit. Gets a pretty good exit. I'm going to say it. He's 3/10 back. It's counting down super quick. We're going on board. This is Porsche v Porsche.
Like, did they change the GT3 draft?
They
It
might
actually
have.
seems like it does.
I think they did
Like-
like an update ago or so. Michael Doyen goes in for the inside line. There's Sauce going off on turn 1. You know, that outside line is good, but if you got someone on the inside line like Doyen just did that stops you from doing that slingshot.
Yep. I think that Charles Sauce thinks he's driving one of the Dakar 911s.
That took me a while. Oh, Carson Path went wide and just went on the grass. Went too wide.
That'll do it.
And then Ramos sticking his nose in. This is just the battle of the century. Oh, but Ramos must have messed up again because no, that wasn't Ramos. Who was sticking his nose in? It wasn't Ramos.
This track has given us great racing. I'm just going to put that out there.
Fantastic, especially the GT3. I haven't been back to the GTPs for a while, but
No one's raced it, so everyone's making mistakes. They don't know their braking points. Like, it's great.
that is the key. You get a track that no one knows. I mean, except Justin Hall's still 5 seconds ahead of LeBaster, so he's just out there vibing.
The alien, yeah.
He wants to talk to us every single week. That was Wesley Waddell that almost got the move on Carson Path. I think Doyle got around him and made it stick. Because Doyen knows how to race. Now, they both can take a wide line? Doyen's taking the wide line this time. There's a GTP on the inside. Doyen's getting a little loose. Path into the back of Doyen. GTP's still trying to get around him. Wesley Waddell tries to pass Carson Path, but the GTP slowed him down. He's into the bumper. There's a traffic jam going through this midfield. Doyen, I think, is just trying to stay out of the way of the GTP so it can get a pass made. That's the Mystery Inc. machine. Is that Nick Tyrrell? Oh, look at the whole gaggle of GT3s behind everyone. We got Ian Baker all within a second of each other. Path, Waddell, Baker, Ramos, and Tyler Watts getting his way back up into the action. We got GT3. I believe that's Kevin Hayes sneaking his way through there.
How frustrated do you think everyone was?
Oh my God! I bet if that was Tyrrell getting ran into by, I don't know. I think that GT3 could have made his way by. I don't know. He was just kind of sitting there. He's scared to go around him 2x2. It's the hesitation that gets you. You gotta go for it. The GTP field, by the way, very spread out. All the actions in the GT3s right now.
Yeah.
Carson Path, not letting up. Michael Doyen. I don't know. 2 people coming up. GTP again into turn 1. That always throws a little kink in things. Doyen is going to take the wide line. Carson Path's taking that inside line. There's so many lines in turn 1. And Michael Doyen was catching up to him super quick there, but then turn 2 kind of bunches everyone up. I think it's just so bumpy and there's no brake markers. Everyone, you really have to like modulate the throttle and drive the car. Got a Cheney waiting behind everyone.
Nice smooth braking, I think, is the key to this track. It seems like all the spins are from people just slamming on the brakes.
I agree.
Because you're not braking in a straight line. You're not braking in a straight line for almost any turn, right?
That's true. We saw that with Tyler Watts having the rest of the wheel.
Yep.
Caicedo making his way through the field. Caicedo up to P7. Whoa! There we go. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Caicedo. What the fuck, buddy? Buddy. Whoa.
Tony, just want to let you know we just caught that on the broadcast.
I can barely hear whomever is talking to me right now. I cannot hear you.
We caught that on the broadcast.
You almost murdered a family of 4. You're like a drunk driver barreling through a red light. What is happening?
First of all, I've had damage this whole time. I've been trying my best to deal with it. Then once I saw I was not going to make it, I just shot right down the middle, and I saw the gap, and I slammed the gas, just hoping I would make it through and not kill someone.
Well,
and it worked.
We're happy you didn't kill anyone.
I'm happy I didn't kill anybody either. I'm a Code Brown right now.
You almost ruined the best GT3 battle of the season.
I'm aware. We're okay. I just made it a little better now.
That was very exciting. Don't do it again.
All right, bye.
All right. Someone went into the pit. Who went into the pit? We gotta get this pit action. I gotta scroll because that's not at the bottom for some reason. Charles Rhodes entered the pit lane. R.I.P. Charles Rhodes. Just a pit, or was it just his internet? God, even the pit lane cameras suck. Ooh. Well, we're back. Tony Caicedo's back on the screen to go, I don't know, kill another family. I think my heart rate spiked a little bit. That's right. Oh no, Michael Doyen, internet, stay in the picture. That split up the field a little bit. All of a sudden, Doyen is 2 seconds behind Carson Path. Carson Path, like, monkey pawed his way out of that shit. Or was that Doyen that almost got taken out? Chris Kraus is muted because everything got so excited, you know? I understand. Jesse Olsen went off the track, came back on, went off again. Tires just locking up in that chicane. It's a bitch. It'll get you. Who do we got? Let's go up here. Closer up the field. We got our boy Luc Blesson chasing down William Master for P2. They're getting bundled up there. He's 1.2 seconds away from William LeMaster. He was a little closer, but he's got Perot behind him, Evers behind him, and Saba behind him. This is the next little gaggle of GT3s. I think we're going to keep our eye on coming down the back straight. 29 minutes and 25 seconds into this race. Here is the first round, I believe, of pit stops. You are finally back.
Sorry.
We got the first people to pit.
Had to say hi to my wife. It's been a couple of days since we've seen each other.
That is understandable. We got 2 people pitting. LeMaster and Plesson are the 2 GT3s to pit. Everyone's still out there. Justin Hall's still out there. Perot still out there. There was a battle heating up. We're going to keep an eye on these first ones to pit. Who else we got coming into the pit lane? Ian Baker, Wesley Waddell, Tyler Watts, Danny Russo, Tony Caicedo. Coming in to get a new weapon to go. Coming in to get a new weapon to go murder a new family somewhere. Kevin Hayes, 14 seconds ahead of Terrell. What happened?
Well, Terrell got stuck behind that GT3
But what
field.
fire got lit under the ass of Kevin Hayes? See, Kevin Hayes, that's why
That's why I was
so hard on you. No, that's why I was so hard on him last week, because I knew he could do better. And now look at him out there doing better. You're welcome, buddy.
What happened last week?
He crashed like 27 times. At least.
What track were we at
Stop
last
counting
week?
after the 20th. I don't know. Good tracks you shouldn't crash at. Although I don't know about Algarve.
I like Algarve.
I don't like.
I
don't like new things. That's my problem.
No.
That's my problem. I don't want to learn new shit. I'm sure it's great.
It is the amount of new tracks that iRacing gets every season, or just like adding a new track every season, is very overwhelming.
Yeah, and I just don't. I don't got time to learn them all. I'm an old man. All right, we're gonna see if we can get pit pit stop time on here. Here we go, pit time. The lap they pitted on and how long it took them. We have just, you can't see the overlay and you can't see any of this shit I'm talking about, but I got just GT3 up on the screen. We're paying attention to them. They are the stars of the show, probably because there's only 9 GTP cars out there, but whatever.
I guess I can bring up the guy.
Everyone, most people pitted lap 21, lap 22. Fastest pit stop per rope, 21.6 seconds. That's a pretty quick pit stop, especially when Hall had a 22.7. Most people are in the 22s. How is he a 21.6? What did he give his pit crew? These are the questions. These questions and more at 11.
First.
Nick Tiro left the pits. Well, now the GT3s are just all, they're kind of spread out. We got Justin Hall in first. We got Sergey? Sergey?
Sergey.
Is Perot right? Sergey Perot. He's in P2. He's doing great. I think his first race with us. Not sure if he was here last week. LeMaster hunting him down, though. 2/10 behind him. They're both out of the pit stop. He's going to make a move. He put his nose in like he's going to make a move. He's going to take that inside line. And I don't think that's going to do it. Turn 1 is such an interesting turn. And it really lines you up to make a move coming in turn 2. We got a GTP off the track. That is going to be Kelvin Caedo crashing. Here he is. What a camera angle. What is this bullshit? All right.
Did you just come up with another way how to say his last name? Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's Caedo.
I thought it was Colado.
Well, if you pronounce it American, it's Colado, but the 2 L's make the E sound.
Right?
No, not ya. Make like the E. Okay, it's not Cayado. I don't know. Maybe we'll get him in the booth and ask him how to say his name for like the 20th time, and then we'll never remember it. We'll have this argument. We got another crash from Brody Wallace. I love the Wonder Bread Mustang, by the way.
That's why I said I wonder what happened earlier.
Well, I couldn't hear you because I was excited. That's what happened.
Yeah.
That right there. Tyler Watts, fresh out of the pits, past Matt Markley. And that looked really cool for a second. That was like some Tokyo Drift shit.
Oh,
there's a Wonder Bread splitting them. Beautiful. We need Tyler Watts better stick around and get an OMEC livery because he's produced some good broadcast moments. We like having him here.
Did Legacy Pocono get like the updated grass physics, or is it still the old grass physics?
That's a good question. I don't think Legacy tracks get any updates ever again. Whoa, there is somewhat Caedo off again? Just hitting some grass?
Kelvin or Tony?
Kelvin. Ooh, back end just spun on him. Gets a stop before the fence, though. See, you got so much runoff. You go off the track, it's fine. Just get back on the blimp.
It's like VIR. It's like VIR.
Yeah.
When you go off on that track, dude, you're gone. Like you might as well just quit.
You are gone.
It's like 50 seconds. Oh, dude, is a different zip code.
Let's run through. Hold on. What do I want to do? What's going on? We're gonna the GTP field. So spread out. Wait, what happened to Hayes? Why do you have a minute 5 pit stop? What happened? Kevin Hayes went off track. He was 15 seconds ahead, and he threw it all away.
They got a speeding in the pit.
Oh no!
Or an unsafe pit entrance. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. That's the only thing I can think of that would cost him 40 seconds. It's like an automatic 40-second penalty.
Well, he went.
Find out.
So he left the pit.
No. Go for.
I know. Well, that's where he left the pits. Hold on. We're doing it live. This is great with the music. You can't hear the music right now, but
I can't hear the music.
this music is Kevin's downfall. We just need we just need a moment of silence. Hold on. All right. Does he come in the pits? No. What happened to him though? For real? That was a waste.
No, I think it was before that. Yeah, I think you got him at his pit exit. Look at his pit entrance. Go back 2 laps.
No, but
Go back 2 laps. Go back 2 laps. Go back.
I'm
2
not.
laps.
I can't do that. I don't have the capability. I don't.
Yes, you can.
I know that you physically
Why?
can, but I don't. I can't. I don't know the right buttons. It's gonna be terrible.
Okay, bring up
So
the
we're
UI
going
again.
I can't. I don't want to do that. That makes the broadcast look bad.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We gotta look professional, buddy.
Listen,
That
makes
listen.
the
We're
podcast
gonna.
look bad.
We are gonna
That
find
makes the
out
podcast-
what happens to Kevin Hayes after this. Right now, he's going side
Buddy,
by
we sit
side
here
with
and drink.
Fettuccine.
We sit here and drink, and that makes the broadcast look bad.
I'm
Come
not
on.
drinking. I'm sober tonight. So you know what? Because I had a migraine. I didn't want to feel like more shit. So you got sober Marcus tonight. That's why these controls are on fucking point. I caught all the battles.
That's why we're
All right.
paying attention to what's going on.
Chris Krause was just drinking fucking heat scotch over there. I don't know.
I finished off some Glenfiddich and I mixed it with a little bit of rye whiskey. Yeah, Woodford Reserve rye.
That seems wrong.
It's okay though,
But I
because
can't.
the Glenfiddich was finished in bourbon barrels, and so I just mixed it with some bourbon. Basically.
That is.
Well,
I mean, you technically
Rye.
made a blended whiskey, I suppose.
yeah. Like rye isn't bourbon, is it? They don't use corn, right? Or they use more rye than corn.
Bourbon just has to have a certain percentage of corn. You can have a rye
Right.
bourbon. Or no.
Yeah, but okay, so
It's bourbon or rye. I don't know. Yes, you can ryes can be bourbon. Not all bourbons are ryes, and not all ryes are bourbons. Well, it sounded
rye
like
whiskey
smarter
and
in my
bourbon
head.
are tight.
Now we need to go back. Hold on.
For it to be bourbon, it has to be 51% corn. For it to be a rye whiskey, it has to be 51% rye.
All right, now listen to me.
That's
Listen to me, buddy.
that matters. That's something
Buddy.
people need to know, buddy.
We got Luke. Listen.
He's a Ferrari.
He passed Joe Evers,
This is
but
the
then he
Ferrari.
crashed. This is the Ferrari. He passed Joe Evers, but then he crashed, and Joe Evers got back around him, but then he passed Joe Evers again. So this is old news. It's a replay. But we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see where his next crash is. I'm assuming it's gonna be coming in turn 1, coming around the back straight right now. Jesse Olsen crashed again and went into the pit. You know, at this point, I don't even know if he's gonna keep showing up with us anymore. I think he's gonna. I don't know. I hope he does. But he always runs into some troubles every race. We're coming, crossed our finish line. I think this is where Luke Playson is gonna crash. Coming in turn 1. He's not looking very confident. I could be wrong. I could be wasting everyone's time. I don't know, buddy.
So I like how you were willing to go back.
Let's just go see where he went off track.
I like how you're willing to go get back an entire lap. Oh, there. That's
Okay, here's where he went off track. All right, listen. So he went off track. Joe Evers catches back up. There's Joe Evers. Joe Evers, Ferrari v Ferrari. Plaisance gets a Audi. Sorry, sorry, that's embarrassing. But the Ferrari has the legs. What the hell?
That's what I'm saying. I think they fixed the draft on GP.
Because
Like, it actually matters.
Or we're open setup racing, so Joe Evers could have higher downforce. That'd really kick your butt. But then we come in turn 1, and there he is. He's around him. Beautiful. Now let's see what happened to Jesse Olsen.
You know what? Do you know what car iRacing needs to bring to the GT3 field?
A little Tykes car.
A Lexus.
That's true. Oh, Brody lost it in front of him, and he just bumped his nose a little bit.
Little tappy tap.
But we all know iRacing, and that could be a meatball. He left pit lane and then crashed again. Hold on. What a fucking camera angle. You're gonna do that to me every time. Was that just his slow... No, or did he literally crash again? Nah, that's just him going slow. That's just him. No! Shit! No, it's a real crash! Oh, fuck! Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Not a good night. Not a good night. We got Wesley
I'm getting
Waddell
over time.
making a pass on Michael Doyen. Getting all up in Michael Doyen. We probably... Ooh. Coming in turn 1. Again, fantastic camera angle. Side by side, Karsten Path is behind them again. Karsten Path giving Waddell a little bump right there. Slingshot up into Michael Doyen. What a camera angle. Got the grass flying. All three of them again. Beautiful. Is this battle still ongoing? It is. The battle's still ongoing. We haven't completely missed it, Chris. Everyone.
GT3 racing here is fantastic.
Yeah.
iRacing, you need to put this on the GT3 calendar for real.
I think so. Run IMSA here.
I don't
Karsten
know.
Path bump driving Waddell down the back straight. We're gonna come to the chicane. We're gonna see, or no, this is the start-finish straight. We're coming into turn 1. We got a GTP coming up to make things interesting. Karsten Path goes on the inside to try to make a move. Doyen kind of cuts down at the same time, taking a wide line. Oh, Karsten Path tried to shoot up at the inside, but not going to be there. That puts, oh God, Waddell got his opportunity, snuck through there. Doyen's not going to be happy about that one. Getting bumped into. Kevin Hayes going off track. Kevin Hayes, look at him.
I see the broadcast with you.
Oh, Michael Doyen gets pushed out sideways. Who was that by? Who was that? Was that Karsten Path?
I don't know.
Listen, I don't need this attitude from you. Fucking telling me you see the broadcast. You just fucking sit and drink your ghetto blended whiskey over there and calm down.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry.
Oh, Karsten Path. That was not. We're gonna go back and see the first lap too. I don't know. That one doesn't look too good, buddy. All right, here's turn 1. GTP coming in, making a little bit of mess of things. Kevin Hayes, that's what he does. Joe Evers coming through. He lost the back end.
Doyen went wide.
And Joe Evers went wide, lost the back end. Waddell, opportunistic move there. Don't know if Karsten Path would have seen it that way, though, because we're on the gyro cam, not the cockpit cam. But coming up, the bump onto the back straight was a little rough. Karsten Path has pitted. I've heard from the pit wall. Karsten Path's in the pits currently. Michael Doyen's rear end there looking a little rough. I mean, he was on the brakes. I don't think he... And there was a GTP behind him.
He missed the spot. He missed his braking spot. For
Yeah, I don't think it was malicious. Rough, though. Long pit. 31 seconds so far in the pit lane. I think he probably got some damage off of that one.
He must have already... Dude, don't we give a fast repair? He must
We
have
get
already
one
used it.
fast repair. He's been out there banging bumpers the entire time, though.
Bumping uglies.
Bumping uglies, whole race. That's gonna cost him though. 51 seconds still in the pits.
OMEC, bumping uglies at Pocono.
Hell yeah, brother. 53 seconds
Honestly,
in the pits.
that's exactly what's happening though. They're, like the GT3 field is very rambunctious tonight.
I like to see.
There's a little bit more than you know just making your car wide. There's definitely a lot of elbows being thrown.
They've been letting them have it.
Yeah.
Karsten Path has left the pits. That was not a scheduled pit stop, by the way. That was definitely a meatball. And so all of that is going to cost him. That might make Michael Doyen feel better. Maybe a protest won't come out of that one then. A little bit of justice served. We'll see. Joe Evers in that Audi, hunting down Plaisson.
Don't you mean Corvette or Ferrari? You mean Ferrari?
What? Joe Evers is in an Audi. Okay.
Earlier you called it a Ferrari.
Yeah, I know. We make mistakes, buddy.
I'm just reminding you of your mistakes.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Everyone's getting spread out. If only there was a yellow flag tonight.
Yeah. I'm doing a caution flag in spirit. Where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I'll be real with you. There's not going to be a yellow flag tonight.
Sorry,
there's no admin to go in and do the flip flop, the wave around and all that jazz. You know, like I've never done it. So
I can tell you how to do it.
Hopefully, no one's live watching the broadcast. Maybe we shouldn't have said that. I mean, I know how to do it. I don't want my first time putting it into practice to fuck up the second race of the season. I'll just wait until you're back. On the first race you're back, we'll have 3 yellows. We'll make up for lost time.
That'll be 2 weeks from now. So everybody buckle up for.
I really want the random timer to go off on the pace lap. I think that'd be great.
Oh my God! Everybody buckle up for Red Skogan. It's going to be an absolute shit show.
Ooh. Red Skogan is a choice. People didn't like Pocono. They were complaining about Pocono, but Red Skogan. Tyler Watts. Hold on. Tyler Watts made a pass on Matt Markley. We're going to see it. They're on the start-finish line. Going in if you want. Ooh, cuts right in front of him. To make a shitty camera angle. Going wide, not going wide. Doing everything perfect. He finally got the Corvette under control. He's killing it out there. By killing it, I mean P14, but he just made a well-earned pass for P14. Everyone's getting spread up. Justin Hall, only 2.7 seconds in front of Perot. Caicedo's in the pits again.
That doesn't surprise me.
Man, Kevin Hayes. Remember when he was 15 seconds in front of P1?
He'd still come back.
He's 23 seconds behind P2, my guy. What's happening to Nate Sides? Speaking of P2, Nate Sides.
God, that camera
Speaking of P2, Nate Sides. There you almost. It's getting a little hairy.
What you get for driving the Ferrari, bud?
Kevin, it's your chance. Got a treat for you, P2. Joe Evers.
I think Kevin is faster than Nate, but
doesn't have the consistency.
Kevin
you gotta have the consistency.
He gets very upset with himself.
Yeah, you gotta find the zen.
Yep.
You know who probably never gets upset? Justin Hall.
Probably.
Nick Tyrrell. Nick Tyrrell just gets in the car and I don't know what he thinks about. Probably blimps. We got Joe Evers. Joe
Evers.
Nick in
first right now?
Yeah, of course he is.
That makes sense.
Does make sense. Ooh, there's a Porsche back there getting a little loose. Who is behind? Oh, Joe Evers. I'm confused on these three people. I have a battle box for this. Hold on. Joe. Oh, Joe Evers is behind Karsten Path, who is E18 currently, down 14 positions. So it looked like there was a really close battle out there, but there was not. Now, wait, I know another way I can do this. Hold on. We get rid of this. I've been learning. The timing tower, instead of by position by class, it can be overall. No, that doesn't do what I thought it was going to do. Kind of does. Well, Joe Evers is still closest battle out there. There's not a lot of battles. Everyone's settling in. God, there's still 38 minutes left, guys. They burned up all their energy in like that first 15 minutes.
I don't know. I think up until the first pit stop, I think we had a really good race going on.
Yeah, that's true. And after the first pit stop.
Not that they're not great. Yeah, not that they're still not doing great, but
Who's in the focus chat? Who can we pull in?
focus. We're not supposed to pull people in the focus.
Oh, you know what I mean. Hey, Tyler Watts is in the party. We're bringing him in here. Tyler Watts.
Yo!
Hey.
Welcome back.
I like the energy.
I have 4 left butt cheek. I've got a Glock to my left next to a whiskey with an unlit cigar on the right. I've got 22 incident points. And I hate my rear tires, but I've never felt more American than I do sitting in this Corvette right now.
I love it.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
You made your way back to 14th. We got your battles on the broadcast. They were exciting.
I'm just glad you haven't gotten the spins.
I mean, we got those too.
Probably.
We got you until you saw your back tires starting to give out on you. We got your pass on Matt Markley. You got 35 minutes of this shit left. Do you think you can catch up to Mr. Wallace?
No. No.
You don't think you get
My
Brody
tires
Wallace?
are done.
Listen, Brody Wallace has been crashing every 3 seconds. I think you got this. You're only 9 seconds.
I think there's more grip when there's hot butter in a pan than there are with my rear tires on the track right now, but it's fine.
Well, I mean, you're about to pit in like 7 minutes, I would assume, ish.
This is true. This is true. I'm very happy with my car choice, regardless of how I sound.
You and Brody pitted on the same lap, but you had a like 0.5 second faster pit stop.
That's all I need.
So your crew chief, your crew has the juice. You can do it.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh.
I'm another incident away from another drive-through as well. This is not good.
Okay.
Well, you know,
We're thriving.
he came back on
If you're
like
not
the
getting
worst
incident
track.
points, if you're not getting incident points, you're not trying.
2 years from not sitting in a cockpit, I'm not upset. I'm having a great time. I've had a smile on my face this whole time.
Is this literally the first race in 2 years?
Or-
I did a 3-hour at Watkins Glen on Sunday, but other than that, yes.
Oh, there you go. We got warmed up. This is basically Watkins
Yeah.
Glen.
This is nothing.
Basically. Oh, there it goes. Drive through. My tires are gone.
Stay
So
on
was
the
my
fence.
car.
Chris,
Sorry,
what are
we
you trying to
drive.
say?
Oh no, I was just saying welcome back. That's honestly all I was saying. I was like, dude, if you did 3 hours at Watkins Glen, this is a cakewalk.
I have never felt more welcome at a place in my life. This has been awesome.
Hell yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you back. We're looking
You're
forward.
welcome.
Maybe next week we'll get your shit together. You can come in for a real interview if you win.
Maybe. I tell you, I
Man.
think my throttle has more resistance in it than my brake does.
Oh, that's.
But it's fine.
That's how you want it set up. You want your brake. Just
Yeah.
be, you know. You want to have no
Heavy-
idea
heavy
what's
throttle?
happening.
Oh, yeah. We're having fun. It's fun.
All right, we're gonna
Good
drop
fun.
you back, but you're doing good.
Alrighty, boys.
Glad to see it.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Yep, have a good one.
Take it easy.
Tyler Watts had so much more
He sounds
energy.
so happy.
He does. Sounds
sounds
happy
so
to be
happy.
here. I love it.
He really does.
We're gonna bring in Nate Side. What's
Do you feel like Kevin Hayes is breathing down your neck?
Yet. He's getting close though.
Yeah, but he'll
you
spin
gonna be
again.
able to hold off?
He'll spin again before he gets to you. I'm not worried about that. What I want to talk about is that beginning incident with Tony Caicedo, where you came in like a cruise missile.
That's what he's going for, so it worked out.
What?
I was going for cruise missile there, so
Oh yeah.
it worked.
How'd you feel about spinning poor Tony Caicedo?
You know, I don't like to spin anybody, obviously, but these cars are really hard to handle on cold tires.
I thought you were gonna
But
say,
it's
but Tony
He also-
deserved it.
He deserved it.
That would have been
No.
that would have been pretty great. You were teeing him
I know
up
you
there.
wanted me to say that.
How do you feel about the? How do you feel about getting around these GT3s in the infield?
It's difficult. There's like 2 spots that you can actually pass them.
That's a wide turn there, bud.
Woo! How do you feel about the 4-wheel drive of the Ferrari?
I don't think it does anything until, well, it's not supposed to do anything until like 150 miles an hour.
Oh, really? So it doesn't just dig out of the corners, all-wheel drive?
No.
Damn.
Dumb.
At least in real life, that's the way it is.
Why would they have it activated at a high speed, not at a low speed?
Well, I thought like the electric motor's on the front, so iRacing it acts like all-wheel drive. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
In real life, the front motors are just supposed to harvest, and then it adds power over 150.
Well, yeah, but this is iRacing.
Yeah.
Don't hit that Wonder Bread car. Oh, he got out of the way for you. What a nice guy. What a nice
Jumped right
guy.
out of the way for me.
All right, good luck, Nate Sides.
Thanks.
Can't talk to him too much. We might have to interview him later. We don't have Devin here to ask questions. Who's in the? You know who we don't have? Where's the hot dog water crew? Or do we have them? Is that Matt Markley?
Carl?
That's not Matt Markley.
Hot dog water is Adam Dahl and Kurt Bray.
Yeah, where are they? They probably said something in the Discord, but I just didn't listen.
They're not even in their team chat.
Yeah, they're not racing, buddy. That's why they're not in their team chat.
Oh.
Like they're just sitting in there hanging out,
Yeah.
having a good time.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, yeah, but
Oh.
you're also
I,
committing sacrilege with whiskeys over there, so I don't know.
yeah. I love the way that this V10 sounds. I'm gonna be honest.
It does sound good.
It's the best sounding GT3.
You know, you might be right.
Yeah.
You might be right.
Lamborghini and Audi are the best sounding GT3.
The old McLaren sounded pretty good.
It did, but I still think. And you got to remember, this is coming from a guy who loves the McLaren. But I still think that the V10 sounds better.
Yeah, V10 is a very good sounding engine.
I think it's a crossplane V10 in these cars, if I remember right. There's a difference. There is a crossplane and there's a flat plane V10.
I know about crossplanes.
I think
Don't
the
get all
Lexus,
high and mighty on me. I understand.
I think the LFA. I think the Lexus LFA is a flat plane V10, if I remember.
Yeah, because it sounds like an F1 car.
Yes.
Do you think, regardless of the angle of his plane, is he going to be able to get around Karsten Path to actually make a pass on Luc Plaisson?
The angle of his plane. What does that even mean?
Oh my god, because you're saying flat plane or cross plane.
Oh.
Keep up, buddy.
I thought you were saying like
Just
airplane.
said
I was
it.
like,
No, you're just talking about it. How much have you drank?
what?
You got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you actually?
Yeah, I do. But I've been sick for like a week. I'm getting over a sinus infection, so that's not helping things either.
That's not helping things at all. You gotta go to work at the old job or the new job?
Old job still.
Oh, fuck them. You don't need to show for that.
Old job for another.
What are they gonna do,
for-
fire you?
Well, now that they know about this broadcast, they might.
When do they know about this broadcast? Why would you tell them?
I think there's one person that knows.
Well, that person's probably not high ranking.
No.
Tell them to get in the chat and tell me what their rank is.
It's the engineer that I work under. I think that's the only person that I know that I've told.
I don't trust engineers, but Luc Plaisson, has pitted. We are firing off the second round of pit stops. Things are slowing down. People are spreading out.
This infield is super boring. Like, not from a racing perspective, but from like a visual perspective. It's just a grass field.
Yeah. This whole track's pretty rough, buddy.
Yeah. iRacing, you need to go back and get the updated road course.
We still got 28 minutes.
Buddy, I don't know if I can do 28 more minutes.
Buddy, I'm running out of shit to talk about. People need to start. People need to start racing again.
Yeah, we got to start bumping.
There's no one. This is why we do the safety cars.
That's exactly why. I think you
Literally.
should throw yellow. Just throw caution. That's fine.
I can't.
I know. Don't do it. Don't
That'd be pretty rough.
That's the
Kevin
ultimate
Hayes.
energy.
Kevin Hayes would love it, but he's 16 seconds.
Yeah, you weren't kidding. He's actually falling behind on Nate. That's rough.
He just went from
But he's
16 to
still-
22. What happened? Like he crashed. Kevin. Kevin. No.
Oh, he's not
Buddy.
not gonna like that we just laughed at that.
Well,
but,
he.
yeah.
What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? He's a representative. He's a team member, an admin. He's supposed to be the cream of the crop. All right, we got Nate Sides pitting. He didn't lose much time. What is Kevin?
is on team checkers or wreckers.
Well, he's been doing a lot of records. He needs to get some checkers.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
yeah. They're anything we need to know about your team says ready to get hurt again. More checkers, less wreckers, and I think they meant more wreckers, less checkers.
He's basically Ferrari IRL, like F1 Ferrari.
I don't know.
he's got-
I don't watch.
He's got.
I don't watch stupid racing. So I don't know.
I understand, but he's got better strategy than Ferrari. He just Kevin.
What is he doing?
Kevin.
What is he doing?
What? Literally,
What
just
is he doing?
take a breath, buddy.
Keep it-
Like, let's just.
Keep it between the white line. You know what? Should we? Where's he at?
He's just driving angry now.
He's in the team chat, sure. Oh, yeah, he's in his own team chat. But
Oh,
apparently-
he's really fucking focusing. He got out of the whole. He's not even in the focus chat. He's trying to lock in. What do you think's happening? What do you think's going through the mind of Kevin Hayes?
I don't know. I kind of want to drag him in, but at the same time, I know he's gonna get super pissed off if I do. so I
Yeah,
won't.
he's gonna get all cranky.
Yeah.
He's fighting for a
Cranky.
championship. I mean,
he's in third
still
place.
in to get good points. He can still finish third. He's still gonna podium, maybe.
Yeah.
Man, what a weird pit entry. We're gonna see the whole pit experience. It's so wide and terrible. Not a lot of markers. We got a McLaren there taking tires.
Remember, folks. The reason why we're racing at Pocono is because of Kevin.
Oh shit, that's right. He did pick this track.
He wanted this track so bad.
He did, and look at him up here at his #1 pit stall. He's taking tires. That's good. Get some fresh rubber in there. There's Nate Sides. Ahead of him by quite a bit. He's hitting the gas. He's ready to get out of there. He's itching. He's seeing everyone fall behind. Last time, he said we bullied him last week, but I don't know. Look at that pit exit there, though, right into T1. Oh my God, Kevin! What the fuck, buddy?
Ooh, Kevin.
Kevin is pissed off right now. He's gotta be seething.
Oh, dude. He's
Dude.
gonna watch the broadcast. And be like, what the fuck? Oh my God.
Well, there's nothing else going on. The only thing that's happening is Kevin. What did he do to
buddy.
his car?
Oh, buddy.
He's
He
where
needs to stay in it.
the fuck's he
How
going
far
now? He's
ahead-
just giving up. He's gonna get a black
Oh,
flag for
God.
this shit probably. He's just.
Oh God. Kevin. Buddy.
I don't think he's gonna podium anymore, buddy.
Uh,
He just needs to warm up the
Where's-
tires.
where's fourth place at?
Well, Cantrell's pitting right now.
All right.
If he can
I'm-
hold it
I'm
together
thinking-
through the chicane, he might get ahead of Cantrell.
I'm predicting Kevin there. Okay, so he's trying to warm up the tires a little bit. I'm predicting Kevin's just gonna shove it into a wall, like on purpose. I don't think he's gonna like just crash on accident.
I think psychologically, I think the fact that he was 20 seconds ahead at the very beginning is probably it's wrecking him right now.
Yeah, beating himself up.
We need to send him to like a meditation class.
He's gotta relax.
He does.
He needs to remember that, dude, this is just a game.
He's probably death gripping the steering wheel right now.
Yeah.
Barely squeaks the head of Cantrell. He can keep it together. I wonder what kind of setup he used. You think he would have practiced a little bit, dialed in the setup? It's not like he didn't know what track was happening ahead of time.
He had an IndyCar race yesterday to do, remember? He got in the top split broadcast yesterday.
I don't remember. He got in top split broadcast any race?
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah. It did not go well, according to him.
Oh, fuck.
I haven't watched it, but I saw it in the Discord. He said it did not go well.
Well, good job, Kevin.
Yeah.
For getting in the broadcast race. He's like Sergio Perez right now. You don't watch F1. But that's what he's
Isn't
like.
that the smooth criminal? That's the smooth criminal guy,
No,
right?
that's Carlos Sainz.
Oh.
That's the Spanish guy. Sergio Perez is the
The
Mexican
other
guy.
Spanish guy.
He's not Spanish, he's Mexican. But, you know, whatever. Racism aside from Chris Krause. He just choked. He was on the best team. He was doing all right. And then he just slowly choked and deteriorated throughout
Which
the entire
team?
season. Red Bull.
Which team? Okay.
Yeah. And now the person that took his seat, what?
Isn't it was he on like the main Red Bull team or the secondary Red Bull team?
The main one. He was on Red Bull.
Oh, okay. But isn't the second one like AlphaTauri or something?
No, it's actually called Visa Cash App Red Bulls. No, Visa Cash App Racing Bulls. That's the legit name of the team. I'm not fucking with you.
No, I know. Yeah, I do remember this. AlphaTauri is like a 10-year-old name now.
Only a couple. 2 years ago, they were still AlphaTauri.
Really?
Yeah.
I had like F1 2012 when I was growing up in high school, and I remember the secondary team was AlphaTauri, and I got drafted to the AlphaTauri team and won the championship.
Or no,
in the career mode.
they were either AlphaTauri and then went to Toro Rosso, or they were Toro Rosso and AlphaTauri. I don't really know. But the person who replaced Sergio Perez is a rookie. He lasted 2-3 races, already replaced.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
He was the guy from New Zealand, right?
Yeah. Nobody can
I
drive
watched
the
the
car. Nobody can drive the car that Max Verstappen drives. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Kevin Hayes just passed Fennicini. Good job, buddy. He's back in the podium position. After all those shenanigans and fucking around, he's still only 27 seconds behind Nate Sides. It's not over yet.
Has Nate Sides pitted?
Yeah. Everyone's pitted.
So we're just on a sprint to the end now.
Sprint to the end. Fuel save to the end. Nick Tyrrell's still 5 seconds ahead. We're gonna go back to where we going? I just want you to know my head feels like it's gonna explode, but I'm pushing through this.
Oh, dude, that was me like
Luke Besson.
yesterday and 2 days ago. Is sinus infection? That's what I had.
No, I just get migraines. When I'm stressed, I get migraines.
Why are you stressed, dude? Do you want a hug?
Yeah, I do. You want
I'm
to
gonna come
hug me?
over. I'll come over to Nebraska.
No, I just want you to do my job for me.
Bro, I don't want to do your job.
During this therapy session, we just saw Luke Croissant pass Joe Evers. Pretty smooth pass. Luke Croissant out there fighting for his life because his teammate Devin Adams decided just to dip out. This is Devin's teammate, P4. This is the guy who.
Devin still in the race? Where's Devin at?
No.
Oh, we don't know what. We don't know what happened to him. That's right.
Tyler Watts off-roading. Oh my God, he's getting a fucking bumper full from Joe Evers.
Yeah, he is.
He's got LeMaster behind him. What happened? LeMaster was sitting up there P2. Something happened to him. We didn't catch it. We caught a lot of stuff, but we didn't catch that. We got 19 minutes left, buddy.
I'm gonna look into it.
We got some good banjo music going in the background. We got Joe Evers sticking his nose in at any opportunity. Tyler Watts with the blue flag. Feeling alive with his Glock. Do you think he's afraid someone's gonna like break into his house while he's sim racing? Is he strapped 24/7 for that inevitability?
I got a whole theory about people that like feel the need to carry weapons.
I'd like to hear that theory, but not on the broadcast.
Not on the broadcast, though.
Sounds like it's gonna get a little political.
It's a little. It's
Little
a little
hot
no,
takes. We got Luc Besson going around Tyler Watts. Tyler Watts pulls out the Glock. Just kidding. Just kidding. We're back here. William. Oh, William is the one. Did William get around? What's the fuck? Joe Evers? There's some passes going on here.
Well, buddy, do you know what I need to talk to you about?
What?
Dude, when I was in Michigan over the past 2 days, I had Culver's again. It's so good. Oh my god.
Culver's does slap.
It slaps.
You know what
good.
I had for the first time?
What'd you have for the first time?
Freddy's. Have you heard of Freddy's?
That's a like that's like a custard burger place, right?
Yeah, it's like the Culver's competitor.
They built one. Had it once.
They built one right beside my house. Like I could walk 100 foot, and there's a Freddy's, and I went and had it, and it's not as good. But they do put like these. They put these giant pickles on their burger, which is pretty interesting. But Culver's way better. Giant? Like these big, like not like little fast food pickles. It's like these big slices of like fucking, like top tier fucking pickles. Not like the bullshit like on a McDonald's burger. Like they wouldn't pick this shit from the garden, made it themselves, put it on this burger. Like it was a nice touch. But
so
Culver's is still better.
On my flight home, I watched a movie called Heretic. A20. It's an A24 movie. And the guy asked like, they were talking about fast food, and he's like, "What's your favorite fast food?" And the chick says, "Well, Burger King is better than." What'd she say? Burger King is better than Sonic, which is better than Wendy's, which is better than McDonald's. And I was like, this is like a really interesting order. I know it was a movie and they were, acting, but I was like, Burger King is the best. That's what they just said.
Burger King's up really there, but Sonic is nowhere. Sonic is the bottom.
Oh, Sonic is shit.
Sonic is not real.
Oh,
food.
I think sorry, I missed. What was it? There was Jack in the Box. They talked about Checkers or Rallies, which I've never had either of those, but I've driven by them. I know where they are.
I had a Jack in the Box one time when I was on the West Coast, but I can't remember if it was good.
You know what I want right now is White Castle.
I've never actually had White Castle.
Ooh,
I
buddy.
need to.
You gotta go. You need to go get yourself a slice.
What did I have when we were out on the West Coast? And it was really fucking overrated. What's the burger place?
In-N-Out.
Yeah.
In-N-Out is awful. In-N-Out is.
It was really
awful.
cheap though. Like I was surprised how cheap it was.
Oh, dude.
But the fries were like styrofoam. They were terrible. I don't know.
Yeah, the fries are terrible, and the burgers taste like mustard. Like that's all you get is just like a mustard taste.
I was so disappointed.
And you have to wait in line for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. It's not good.
If they had Culver's out there, In-N-Out would be dead.
Yep.
They couldn't handle the competition.
I also don't like. I'm not a huge fan of Five Guys.
No.
Like I like getting a bag of chips or a bag of French fries. I mean, like that's cool.
That's what I hate.
Their burgers really aren't that good.
I don't want the bag of soggy, shitty, greasy shit at the bottom. Like just put them in a container. Like everyone else. Or just throw them in the trash bag. Also, Five Guys is insanely expensive. It's such a huge amount of money. Yeah, Five Guys is okay. Culver's might be the go.
Do you have a Martin's out by you? Martin's Supermarket?
No. We
Okay,
only
so
we only have
I had-
Hy-Vees.
All right, so I've never heard of this place, but when I was in Michigan on Monday and Tuesday, like there's a Martin's Supermarket like right around the corner from my house, my new house in Michigan, and like it was really good. Like I want to go shopping there more. And it was like a less pretentious version of like Trader Joe's or something.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
My wife loves
Like, it
Trader
felt-
Joe's.
Yeah. I mean, you can't not.
My-
Every wife loves Trader
My wife would murder someone if that meant she got to shop at Trader Joe's.
The Trader Joe's is owned by Amazon, right?
No, that's Whole
think.
Foods.
Oh, you're right. It is Whole Foods.
Trader Joe's is the shit where the one brother owns Trader Joe's, the other brother owns Aldi. And Aldi is communism, and like Aldi is like East Germany, and Trader Joe's is West Germany. Like legitimately, that's the vibe in those
Really?
stores. Yeah.
I mean, I knew about the split, but I didn't know that like they were related. I didn't.
Yeah, they're
I knew that
brothers.
there was like an East German and West German Aldi. I knew about that. But that's crazy to me.
I low-key like Aldi. My wife doesn't like Aldi. But I love the
I like Aldi.
efficiency of Aldi. Everything is cheap, and
I
it's
like-
just they don't even take it out of the boxes to put it on the shelves.
like-
They just throw that shit out there, and like the cashiers are just fucking robots. Like they scan that shit so goddamn quick. They're like, let's get the fuck out of here. We gotta go.
People that work at a store, right? And they're like cashiers and stockers.
Yeah.
We went to when me and my wife got married in Ireland 5 years ago. We went to Aldi over there. It's the exact same as it is here.
I can imagine.
Super-
They're exactly the
It
same.
was super familiar. It was super familiar. I mean, like they like sold like some Irish food, but like otherwise it was like the exact same experience. Like you put in the quarter to get your cart.
Yep.
And that's another thing that I actually like that. Right? It makes people not be assholes. I hate like that.
Are you
there's a
are you a cart narcs enthusiast?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh
dude.
hell
Like,
yeah!
like,
There we
it's
go.
a
All
test-
right, cool.
It's a test of your humanity. Like, are you going to be a good person or not?
It is.
I literally like, if there's a cart in the middle of a parking lot, like I will park next to it so that I can grab it, and either return it to a cart return or just use it in my shopping experience sometimes.
I'll do that rarely. I don't do that all the time though. What was I gonna say? I had something to say about Aldi and Trader Joe's. Yes, I'm a big self-checkout fanatic. Some people vehemently hate self-checkouts. That's fine. Everyone can have their own opinion, but I fucking love them. And that's the only thing I don't like about Trader Joe's. Is but they're always like the nicest cashier people, and it's like they're programmed to have a conversation with you, and that's fantastic. But like I don't want it. I want to go off in a corner by myself and scan my shit and pay for it.
It depends.
I don't want to. I don't want to steal anything. I don't want to abuse it. I just don't want to talk to a cashier. I just want to go in and buy my shit.
At our local supermarket here in Oregon, like when we go shopping, like there's like 2 cashiers because we don't go to like we don't have chain like supermarkets out here. We have a place called it's called Sherm's Supermarket. It's actually called Sherm's Thunderbird.
There's no Fred Meyer in your part of Oregon.
There is a Fred Meyer, but like we don't. It's so expensive to go shopping there. So we go to this place called Sherm's, and they honestly have way better produce. But like there's like 2 or 3 cashiers. We go Friday night, and there's like 2 or 3 cashiers that we like to go to. Otherwise, like it's always really awkward conversations. So I totally.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
don't.
mean? Like,
I
I
don't
get it.
go to the grocery store to have a conversation. That's my thing.
Nope. And like we can't do self checkout because the self checkout is like when you go shopping, like we get like 40. We get more than like the minimum or the
Oh, yeah,
maximum
that's
is like
true.
15. Right?
If you're the person that gets the huge amount of shit, you can't clog up self checkout.
It's not that we get a huge amount of shit. We just we do our weekly shopping on Fridays. So Like if we forget like some butter or cheese or something, like sure, we'll go to the self checkout. But otherwise, no.
We do our weekly shopping at like Costco. Although it's not really weekly.
Yeah.
Every other week, but we still do self checkout at Costco. I
didn't even know Costco had self checkout.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's all.
They're kind of militant
Hell
about
yeah.
it. They'll be like it's like an airplane, like a guy waving the flags to taxi it through. They're like, fucking shit's open, get over here, let's go. And then if you have big stuff in the cart, they'll like come up to you and they'll be like, I'll scan this for you, and they'll scan the shit in the cart so you don't have to take it out.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. It's riveting self-checkout conversation. In the entire time of the self-checkout conversation, the only people within a second of each other is still Joe Evers and William Lemaster. They're the only two right now really battling it out for a position, and it's for the top 5.
That's pretty cool. I'm glad that we've still got like a battle going on.
Oh, he's gonna make the move right there. We came back at the perfect time. There it is.
Hell yeah.
Side by side on the infield. Can't quite get the pass done. I love
the
that.
power down if you got that wheel on the grass.
I love that they're kicking up the dirt on like every corner because there's no curbs. That's why this track is also there is curbs, but tracks like this are fun. There's consequences.
Because Kevin is the reason that we're racing this track. Has Kevin actually raced this track, or did he just look at it in the iRacing UI and is like, "Yep, that's a roval that I want to race"?
I think I told Kevin about this track. Although I don't think so. No, I think Kevin came up with it. And I was like, I've been saying this for fucking years. And now Kevin brings it up. But he still can't race it. He is P3. This is where he's going to say that we bullied him. And then he's going to be like, oh my goodness. There goes Plaisance. There goes Lemaster into the back of Joe Evers. Plaisance falls all the way down. P7 down to P8. He's going to keep ahead of Michael Doyen. That gives Lemaster 4th and Lemaster 5th, Joe Evers 4th place. I think there was a GTP in that action. Is that Kevin Hayes?
There's no way.
Is that fucking Kevin Hayes?
Nah,
it wasn't Kevin Hayes' fault. The Ferrari just got loose. If that was Kevin Hayes' fault, I was going to freak out.
I test drove the Ferrari. It's kind of shitty. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
not a fan.
It's okay.
Apparently, like a good setup makes a big difference, but it understeers a lot on the iRacing 6 setup.
Oh yeah, because it's the D-Class, first GT3 ever, so the iRacing setup is really understeer. Yeah. That looks like Joe Evers in front. Speaking of understeer, that seemed like a lot of understeer. Like there was almost smoke coming off his tires.
I think a little understeer for this track is safe. Like that's what you want. I mean, it is always safe, right? But like for this track in particular, like you want understeer.
Yeah. The loose rear end is good if you can handle it, but you don't want to end up like Tyler Watts back there.
No, I was literally gonna say like that's why you don't want to drive the Corvette first. Really, like I think the Corvette doesn't do good on tracks that are trail braking tracks. It doesn't do good here. It didn't do good at not Algarve. Is it Algarve? What's the free track? Might be Algarve. I don't remember.
I think it's Algarve.
Algarve.
Hold on. Something happened to Carson Path again. He's going off track. He was about to make a pass for P13. And just overshot it. Does he take out the Ferrari GTP? He doesn't. Oh, was that turn 1 he was coming into? That's the thing with the infield section. Once you go off on the one corner, it's like you just keep doing it.
Tough to recover. It's really tough to recover.
Yeah.
You got your whole lap is ruined. I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna get 17 off track.
And there is literally no braking markers. Like you can't really brake when the curb starts or ends because you'll overshoot it. Like it's all, you just have to feel out the whole infield, which is what made great racing.
Yeah, no one's position here.
That's why all the big swoopy
tracks
tracks get boring.
Looking at you, Watkins Glen.
Watkins Glen got a lot more boring after the update. They got rid of the bump on the straight, like turn 1's a lot less sendy. Man, this chicane is crazy. The fact that there's literally it's just track and then grass is great.
Yep.
All tracks should be like that. Like that's the actual limit. That's why I really like street tracks, because there's no cheesing the like curbs and shit. It's just there's the track and then there's a wall.
Except for
That's it.
Belle Isle. Belle Isle has a little bit of like you can cut the track a little bit
Yeah, a little bit,
on some of
but not really.
the. No, not really though.
The corners.
You
of
can
the
get it
cap-
off track. I know that. I know that
yeah.
for a fact.
Oh yeah.
So stupid. Do we have Belle Isle on the schedule?
You pick the
That's
schedule.
a good track. That's a good OMEC track though.
I know. I think we shoehorned it in every season. I think Belle Isle and Long Beach are always in.
We don't have either of those tracks this season.
Yeah,
Wow.
this was a real oddball season you guys whipped up.
It's a weird.
I'm not gonna lie. I left you guys alone for like 3 months, and I came back, and you guys were like, "Here's the schedule," and I'm like, "That looks fantastic." Everyone's gonna hate it. I don't know how you came up with it, but I'm here for it.
Dude, I'm excited for the Thruxton, Kansas Roval week. I think that's gonna be such a good week.
Yeah, what an oddball fucking thing. I'm
Have you
just
driven
excited we
Thruxton?
got to do this track, and I'm excited we get to do Kansas Roval. That one's gonna
Have
be
you
so
driven
weird.
Have you
Thruxton?
driven Thruxton?
No, I
Yes.
gotta buy it.
Okay, so Thruxton in GTPs is insane. Even on the new tire update, it is insane.
Because it isn't Thruxton. It's
Like-
like a Brands Hatch kind of track.
Thruxton is like, it's so fast.
Or wait,
Like,
Thruxton? Wasn't it like an old airfield?
Yes, it's like
yeah,
a
so it's like
Silverstone.
Snetterton.
Or Snetterton, I guess. Sure,
Yeah,
but it's so
the
it's
superior
so fast.
track.
Snetterton?
Yeah, Snetterton.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
Get
I
out.
know. Everyone talks shit on Snetterton, but here we are on Pocono Legacy International. I better not hear shit about Snetterton ever again. If anyone's
So
gonna defend this track but hate Snetterton, an EOL penalty next race. Or any Snetterton hate in the chat. We got 2 minutes left. We got 1 minute left. The GTP field pretty locked down. Kevin Hayes with a disappointing P3, but Patrick Cantrell with a wonderful P4. Kevin Hayes, I was going to say met expectations, but not. Did he? Is that the meanest thing we could say about Kevin Hayes?
That he met expectations?
Yeah, like this was our expectations. Like if it's a performance review. Like he didn't do bad. We expected him to crash this many times. He met expectations.
That
And Patrick exceeded expectations. Now you're getting it.
I hate you so much right now.
What?
I'm just gonna,
What flag is he waving? He's waving the white flag. We're gonna stay on these two. I know we've been here the whole time. We're gonna go chop review.
good battle.
It's
Good battle.
It's been a good battle. This is the final lap for these guys. We're gonna miss the race finish of the GTPs, but they
We're
won't
not gonna watch
mind.
Nick-
No,
We're not gonna watch Nick Darrow win it.
fuck Nick. We'll talk to him after.
Sorry, Nick. I tried.
Sorry,
tried,
Nick. I mean, you
add-
gotta be a little more exciting if you want the prime footage right here.
Dude, sorry.
I think-
Apparently getting P1. Apparently winning overall isn't exciting. I'm sorry, dude.
It's not exciting if you're good. You think anyone was it exciting when Max Verstappen won like the 30th race in a row? No, everyone got a little bored.
Doesn't
But
everyone, like it
everyone
when
loves.
Lewis,
Yeah, I'm sure everyone.
doesn't everyone love it? Yeah, but Lewis Hamilton has won like how many races?
Yeah, that was probably boring too. I don't know. What's not boring is William
I don't
Lasser.
watch-
I'm not a Lewis or Max simp, so you won't get any rise out of me. I'm a Hulkenberg simp, and he'll never win a race, so it doesn't matter. So William Lasser,
I like Lando Norris.
that got a little. Lando Norris is dope. I also like Lando Norris. Norris-
He's the guy who
Norris and
Norris
Piastri are
is
probably
his
one of my
son.
two favorite of like the top drivers.
Lando Norris is the guy's son, right? The billionaire's son.
I mean, aren't they all billionaire sons? Here goes Lemaster. He's gonna make the move. Oh my god, he was right there. What a finish!
Comes down right to the end.
Also, I'm pretty
I
sure.
hope that we get posted. I think we need to get posted on the iRacing, like, top 10 of the week or
Well,
whatever.
you know, if
with our
If
commentary
Sauce makes some clips out of this, buddy, like he's supposed to, on the payroll. OMEC TikTok, shout out. Government tried to shut us down, but we survived. Oh man, we got some interviews. You know, I really miss when Devin did the interviews. It's not that I hate interviews. I just,
But
they're not my forte, you know?
they're rough, dude.
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
How was
Kevin.
that?
Kevin. Brother.
You're gonna love the broadcast, Kevin.
I think
I'm not.
I think
I had it up, and you just don't mention me the whole first stint when I pull a 15
Why
second
were
gap.
you watching it? We mentioned you. We said how good you were doing. We said Kevin
It was
Hayes
up.
has a 20-second gap in front of, like, holy shit, what's he doing? It was so good.
So
And
here's
then
what
we're
happened.
like, what happened?
Here, hold on.
All right.
So I thought the yellow cones for pit lane were at the pit wall.
Oh no.
So I sped on entry on the first stop,
Oh no.
which
I
got me
told
down
it.
to
Told
like,
you,
fifth.
Marcus.
That's why I lost 20, or I went from being up 15 on Nick to down like 25. So then I was like, okay, well, if I pulled 15 in the first stint, I'm going to have to go balls to the wall to make up 25 over the next 55 minutes. And that led to probably some of the issues that you saw on the broadcast. So, you know, I pulled Nate back in like 11 seconds, and then I was probably going to catch him in that last stint, and then I spun on pit exit because I was pushing too hard. So
We saw that.
to put it nicely, I'm fucking pissed. Not in a great mood. And if you don't show the Gordon Ramsay meme to the people tonight, I think they deserve to see, because you're like my personal MBS right now. Like, I'm ready to go full WRC driver, not speak to you about the racing until you're nice to me. So
I would, if you were actually paying attention to the broadcast, you would have seen how nice I was to you at the beginning of the race.
So I don't have the audio on, but I have it up on my top screen, and I kind of glance at it to see if there's stuff going on.
That's your problem. You shouldn't do that.
Well, no, it didn't. I'm not looking at it in the corners. It's on the straightaways. I kind of glance up to see if people are fighting ahead of me or whatnot. So I saw Nate was catching Nick for a little bit. Was hoping they would do something. I don't know. I'm not. This was a really good chance. I was in a great spot to finally win my first like overall. And this happened. So disappointing is probably the best. I've never been so disappointed for a podium. I'll put it to you that way.
Are you upset about your choice in track?
I cannot hear and understand a word you're saying.
He's wondering
Mr.
if you're upset in your choice of track.
I didn't choose this track. Everyone's blaming me for this track. Hold on. No, let's back it up. Let's back it up. I asked at the beginning of season 5 for the Charlotte Roval. I jokingly said, let's do all Roval.
Who
Set
chose
this one
track?
as part of it. Jokingly mentioned that, hey, IMSA used to run here. And then Chris Kraus had full authority to make this season's schedule.
He did. This schedule is on Chris Kraus.
And if you look back, the person who actually wrote this one in, I'm pretty sure, was Tony. When you look at the admin chat, it was not me to put Pocono Roval as the selection. I could be wrong, but I didn't put it in the admin chat. So we can go back and look.
99% positive it was you that you got so excited about the Pocono Roval.
I was very excited for it. And look, the racing was great.
The GT3 racing was fantastic.
Thank
This was
you very
probably
much.
our best broadcast yet. Besides
So
us completely shitting on you at the end. Like, there's some true there's some true good moments.
We talked about supermarkets for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, the last 30 minutes of the race was pretty boring, so we had to talk about other stuff.
Yeah.
But the first
I think
30
I'm
minutes
mostly
was a
upset
banger.
because I was the fastest car on track the entire race. My timing tower was green on the 5-lap average the whole race. I got the fastest lap. I put it on pole, and I pissed away a victory. So I'm very upset. So yeah, I think Kansas is going to be interesting. We're going to see similar race to this in Kansas.
Yeah,
which I also
Kansas.
didn't pick.
Kansas is just a bunch of drag strips.
I know. I'm very excited.
You didn't pick
I'm gonna
Kansas
say this.
either? Chris, you
No,
picked
I
Kansas too?
I'm pretty sure it's Kevin. Kevin, okay.
no,
Your
no.
your
My
your
dump.
influence on the schedule is Rovals. Okay, I
Okay.
guess I can't say that you picked every
Who made the
Roval,
schedule? Who made the
but
schedule?
I definitely might
Who made
have
the schedule? Answer the question.
possibly made the schedule. I may
Ooh,
have.
thank you very much. Anyways, I'm pretty pissed off. I did more practice for this event than I've ever done for an OMEC race before,
Oh,
and it looks like it
fuck,
paid
buddy.
off. So I'm calling my shot now. I'm winning at least 3 races this season. So
I mean, you're there.
Atta boy.
you will have me back
practice.
here in a much better mood.
Yeah, we need you to practice the pit entries. Don't forget to
Well, I gotta-
practice the pit stops.
Yeah, I didn't hit it hard once, and I just missed where the cone. I almost got it down too. I was at 55 when I crossed the line, and it just got me. So I'm pretty upset, but
You know,
anyways,
you
pull
can
Nate or
thank
Nick
me.
in here. Pull Nate or Nick in here. They actually had a good race. It's their turn to talk.
You can thank me because Chris was gonna pull you in during the broadcast.
Oh,
And
Chris, I
we
would
saw
have.
you were in your
That is
panic
not
room down
true.
there. You weren't even in the focus chat
Oh.
anymore. We knew you were locked in.
So once Nick cleared Patrick, and I had about a 12-second gap to Nick, the boys in the focus chat started getting real chatty, and I was like, I'm getting out of here. So I dipped out of that chat down into the team chat because I was like, I can't deal with it. And then I sped on pit road anyway, so whatever. But yeah, I'm pretty upset right now. So
All right. Well, you'll come back next week even stronger. We believe in you. You
Thank
might
you.
exceed expectations next week.
yeah, I might not piss it away. So
Get ready for an absolute banger that is Rudskogen in 2 weeks. By the way,
I'm fine with that. Where are we next week?
I have no idea.
next week. Hold on.
Two sprint
Hold on.
races, Chris. Come on, you made the schedule. Let's go, bud.
Yeah,
Phil-
Chris, come
Phillip
on.
Island. Phillip.
Dead air.
Next week is great. We're at
Dead
Phillip
air.
Island and Long Beach.
Ooh,
Oh, okay. I'm winning. I'm gonna call Phillip Island.
Chris picked some fucking diabolical tracks.
He did.
This season.
Dude, those are
Phillip
like, they
Island's
are.
awesome.
You picked all the tracks that no one knows and have no. I mean, I'm here for it. It's been fantastic. But
Phillip
could-
Island and the
Tony
GTPs is gonna be fun.
Tony,
It's
Yeah.
gonna be real fun.
Tony picked Phillip Island.
Phillip
I
Island's-
know that for a fact.
It's
All
a
right, I'm dragging
MotoGP
Nate and
track.
Nick in here, and I'm getting myself out. See you guys.
All right, see ya.
I
Nate Sides,
Hi.
Amish superhero, Nick Tyrrell, blimp enthusiast. I need you to tell us how this race went.
After the start, I was good.
That's good. Kevin,
After their first pit stop, I was good.
yeah, how'd you get Kevin to just throw it all away?
I put a heavier brake in. He didn't realize it, so it didn't never hit him hard enough until he's coming in there. Paid his pit crew an extra case of beer each.
He's gonna be mad at us when he watches the broadcast, but
Oh yeah, I went back and watched because I didn't realize until I was pulling out. I'm like, wait, why is he in front of me still when I'm leaving? I'm like, okay, and I looked up. I was like, oh, he's in there a little bit longer. And I noticed he wasn't in the focus chat anymore. I was like, oh, he got pissed, and I mean, rightfully so. I'd be mad, but I did a couple practice stops last night and then earlier tonight too, trying to get my marker. And I was like, I'd rather be like way early than late on this because it was so easy to lock up. Because I was trying to brake as soon as I got to those orange cones, but I was like braking like probably, I don't know, 100 feet earlier, maybe 150 feet earlier, just to not try to min max too much. I was like, I can lose way more by being too late than if I'm a little too early. And I tried to tell Tony the same thing, and guess he got a speeding penalty. He did the same in our 6-hour race over the weekend, and I was saying on the broadcast or and the mic in the race earlier, I was like, Tony, remember brake early and turn on your pit limiter, because he got speeding coming in the pits and speeding leaving without having the pit limiter on over a race on the weekend. So
how did you guys feel navigating the chaos of Tony and Kevin at the very beginning?
it was Tony and
It was me. It wasn't
yeah,
Kevin.
Nate.
Well,
Yeah,
no, it wasn't. Wasn't
Kevin was
Kevin
hauling
side by
ass.
side?
Now Kevin and Patrick checked out, man. They were just leaving me behind until Patrick had a little mishap. And
Oh
then
wait, shit. So that was
Kevin had
that
his.
was Tony and Nate side by side the first lap.
No, it's Tony Kevin. I hit Tony.
No, that's
behind
what
him.
I'm saying. The side by side
Yeah, yeah.
before, and then Nate checked Tony into the ether, and then everyone had to navigate around that. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I had a pretty good battle with Jesse for the first couple laps too. Some side by side. He sent it in deep on turn 1. I'm
Jesse,
little hesitant.
Jesse went through it tonight.
Yeah.
What was that? Jesse what?
Yeah, Jesse went through it. He crashed several times.
Yeah, I almost had a 0x. Then I had a 1 off track. So it's a kind of a lazy off track coming out of, I think, turn 3. Yeah, right before the straightaway to the left. Yeah, coming out turn 3, I was a little late getting back on the track on the rumble strips there. I was going to try it for the 0, even though we don't get extra bonus points or anything.
Well, we had crazy GT3 battles. How would you rate this 0 to 10 Pocono Legacy?
This track grew on me. Yeah, it really started growing on me.
Cool.
After getting the first 3 or 4 laps under the car with the tires, I could finally start kind of trusting the braking zones, getting by some of the GT3s, and started to learn who would kind of give an opening and who might not.
I think if you drive this track in a car with suspension, it'd probably be way better.
That is true. It's pretty rough.
Yeah, you're hitting bumps and braking zones, and it's just locking up for no reason.
Yeah, that's what worried me about coming in the pit lane. I was trying to take some drinks as I was on the oval part, and my wheels shaking so much. Like, if I bend it into the left wall here as I'm just trying to take a drink, that's gonna be very freaking embarrassing. Like, it was getting kind of loose. Like, I could feel it kind of pushing. I was, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna take very many drinks just during my pit stop, I guess.
It did look pretty rough. That's all I got for you. Chris, you got anything? Any words of wisdom for our race winner and race seconder?
Second place. No, I'm glad to see that you guys enjoyed the track. We knew it was a weird pick, but yeah, good racing out there, guys.
I like to mix stuff up every now and then.
Oh yeah.
It's more fun. You mean you guys don't like racing Daytona, Spa, and Road America every season?
Well, it's the Sea of Challenge, the Carnage Challenge. So
exactly. Chaos.
Mix it up.
Kirby.
The Chaos Challenge, yeah.
All tonight needed was a yellow flag.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that wasn't going to happen. But
yeah, me too.
I know Kevin was spraying for one. Yeah, he was fast.
Chris didn't have his real computer with him, so we didn't have anyone to go do wave arounds and stuff, so there was no yellow flag tonight. But at the end, I was like, man, there really needed to be a yellow flag tonight. Kevin would have been real happy. That would have been his redemption.
Punch him up and induce chaos.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I was
guys.
worried about the guys that could run 17s. I could not run 17s. So I had an optimal of like a 17, 8 or 9, but I could not get below the 18-1.
All you needed was consistency.
Yeah, that's what I usually strive for. You know this.
That's what it takes. All right. Well, congrats.
Yep.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks,
See you next week.
Congrats, guys.
See ya.
See ya. Good luck with the move, Chris.
Thanks.
Well, that's it, buddy.
That's all we got.
That's it, buddy. No one wanted interviews. Kevin Hayes. We're sorry. For Chris's
Kevin Hayes.
Chris is sorry for picking the wrong tracks. He'll try to do better next time.
Drive better, bud. That's all I'm gonna say.